There's a button in your car right now that could get you out of a dead battery nightmare, kill a runaway engine, or cool a boiling hot car before you even open the door. And 99% of drivers have never touched it. A JD Power study found most drivers admit they don't know what at least one major button in their car actually does. And a separate American Automobile Association study found over half of us are misusing the ones we do press. Your dashboard is covered in features the engineers spent millions building that your dealer never explained. And that could save you money, time, and one day, maybe even your safety. So today, we're counting down the secret buttons that only about 1% of drivers know how to use, starting with simple ones you'll use tomorrow and finishing with two that genuinely feel like cheat codes. Let's get into it. Let's start with a button you've definitely seen and probably never understood, the little car with a curved arrow looping inside it. That's your air recirculation button, and most people leave it completely alone. Here's what it actually does. Normally, your climate system pulls in hot air from outside and tries to cool it. Press recirculation, and the system stops sucking in that hot outside air and instead recools the air already inside the cabin, which is already partly cool. The result? Your car gets cold dramatically faster on a brutal summer day, and your AC doesn't have to work nearly as hard. Bonus, it also blocks exhaust fumes and dust when you're stuck behind a smoking truck. One catch, switch it off in winter, because trapping moist air inside fogs up your windows fast. Now this next button clears a foggy windshield in seconds. Picture a rainy morning, windshield completely fogged, and you're late. Most people crank the heat and wait, watching the clock. Here's the secret your AC button is hiding. Your air conditioning doesn't just make cold air, it actively pulls moisture out of the cabin. And moisture is exactly what's fogging your glass. So press the AC button while your heat is running, or just hit the max defrost setting, which does it automatically. The heat warms the glass while the AC strips the humidity out of the air, and your windshield clears in about half the time. The kicker? This works just as well on a humid summer afternoon as a cold winter morning. Anytime your glass fogs up, that AC button is the fastest fix there is. And speaking of clearing glass, the next button does something to your mirrors you never knew. You scrape your windshield on a frosty morning, hop in, and drive off with your side mirrors still iced or fogged over, basically blind on both sides. Here's what almost nobody knows. On a huge number of cars, that rear defrost button, the one with the rectangle and the squiggly lines, doesn't only heat the back window. It runs the very same heating circuit through your side mirrors. Those faint lines you can sometimes see in the mirror glass, heating elements. So next freezing morning, while you're clearing the windshield, just press the rear defrost and let the car melt the ice off its own mirrors. By the time you're buckled in, they're clear. One button, both mirrors, zero scraping. Now this next button can actually save you money at the pump. There's a button, usually marked Eco or Econ, that a lot of drivers see and assume does nothing useful. It actually changes how your whole car behaves. When you press Eco mode, the car softens your throttle response and adjusts the transmission and sometimes the air conditioning to prioritize fuel efficiency over power. In stop-and-go city traffic or long highway cruising, that can genuinely stretch your tank further. It's not magic and it won't turn your car into a hybrid, but free fuel savings from one button press is free fuel savings. The pro tip: use Eco for your daily commute and grocery runs, and turn it off when you actually need quick acceleration, like merging onto a fast highway. Now this next one is for everyone who hates being blinded at night. Look at your headlight dial. Most people leave it permanently on the manual on or off position and never touch that little word. Auto. Here's why auto is the smart setting. With it engaged, your car uses a light sensor to switch your headlights on and off automatically the moment you enter a tunnel, a parking garage, or dusk starts to fall. Your lights come on without you lifting a finger. Why does this matter? Because a shocking number of drivers cruise around at dusk, or in rain with their dashboard glowing, thinking their headlights are on, when actually only the running lights are, leaving their taillights completely dark and invisible from behind. Auto removes that risk entirely. Set it once, and your car always has the right lights on at the right time. The next button can fix a sore leg in traffic. Stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic, foot pressed on the brake for minutes at a time until your leg cramps? Look for a button marked Auto Hold, or just Hold, usually near your gear selector. Press it once, and every time you stop completely. The car holds the brakes for you automatically. You can lift your foot completely off the pedal, and the car won't budge an inch. Then the moment you touch the accelerator, it releases instantly and smoothly. It uses your electronic parking brake system, so nothing extra wears out. The American Automobile Association found this is one of the most misunderstood buttons in modern cars. Most owners never even switch it on. Turn it on this week, and traffic jams become a completely different experience. Now, here's a button that stops your engine from doing something annoying. If your car shuts the engine off every time you stop at a red light, then jolts it back to life when you lift off the brake, that's Auto Start Stop, a fuel-saving feature. And a lot of drivers find it irritating, or worry about the constant restarting. Here's the secret. There's almost always a button to turn it off, usually marked with an A wrapped in a circular arrow. Press it, and the engine stays running normally it stops. The important thing to know, this setting resets every time you start the car. So if you hate it, you'll need to press it at the start of each drive. Knowing that button exists puts you back in control of how your own car behaves. The next button quietly fixes your headlight aim. Here's a dial near your headlight controls that the vast majority of drivers have never once turned. The headlight leveling adjuster, usually a small wheel marked with numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3. When you load your car heavy, full trunk, passengers in back, a trailer, the back sags and the front tips up, aiming your headlights into the sky and straight into oncoming drivers' eyes. That dial lets you lower the beam back down to where it belongs. Turn it up a number when you're loaded, back to 0 when you're empty. It keeps your road properly lit and stops you from blinding everyone coming the other way. Most people never even noticed it was there. The next button is a lifesaver when you're stuck. This one feels backwards, so stay with me. Your traction control is brilliant 99% of the time. It cuts power to a wheel that's slipping to keep you stable. But picture this, you're stuck in deep snow, mud, or sand. Your wheels are spinning, and you're going nowhere. In that exact situation, traction control is actually working against you, constantly cutting the power you need to rock yourself free. That's why there's a button, usually a car with squiggly skid lines, sometimes marked off, that disables it. Switch it off, get a little wheel spin to climb out of the rut, and once you're back on solid ground, turn it right back on. The pro tip. This is the one button most drivers wish they'd known about while sitting helpless in a snowbank. Now we're into the top 4, and these are the genuine cheat codes. There's a button on your driver's door panel, near the window switches, that most people ignore completely. The central lock and unlock. Here's why it's more important than it looks. One press locks or unlocks every door in the car at once. That matters in 2 real moments. First, safety. If you ever feel unsafe, a stranger approaching at a light, a sketchy parking lot, one tap locks all 4 doors instantly. Second, on cars that auto-lock once you start moving, that same button lets you unlock everything in one press, so passengers can hop in without you reaching across. It's a tiny button you'll be grateful for the day you actually need it. Now, the top 3 are the ones that truly separate the 1% from everyone else. This isn't a dashboard button. It's hidden inside the one you hold every day, your key fob. On a huge number of modern cars, you can roll down every window and sometimes open the sunroof without even opening the door. Consumer Reports has documented this across many brands. Press unlock once. Then press unlock again and hold it down, and the whole car ventilates itself. On a blistering hot day, you walk up and the oven-hot air has already escaped before you sit down. And it works in reverse too. On many cars, holding the lock button closes every window and the sunroof, so you never have to climb back in because you left one cracked. The reason almost nobody knows? It's never printed on the fob, it's buried in the manual. The next button could literally stop a runaway car. Your push-button start does more than wake the engine, it's also an emergency kill switch, and this is one most drivers genuinely have no idea about. Here's the scenario nobody wants. You're moving, and something goes seriously wrong. The accelerator sticks wide open, or another critical failure. Panic makes people stab the start button once, which does nothing while driving. The secret: press and hold that start button down for about 3 to 5 seconds while the car is moving, and it forces the engine to shut off. It's a built-in safety feature on most push-button vehicles, specifically designed for exactly that nightmare. Knowing this one detail ahead of time could turn a catastrophe into a controlled stop. Please don't test it at speed, just file it away. And now, number 1, the button that saves you when your car is completely dead. Now, the single most useful button almost no one knows exists. Picture this: your battery is completely dead. Your automatic car is stuck in park, and it's blocking a driveway or sitting in a tight garage. With a dead battery, you physically cannot shift it out of park the normal way. The electronic shift lock won't release. Most people assume they're totally stuck and call an expensive tow. But here's the secret: almost every automatic has an emergency shift lock release, usually a small slot or button near the gear lever, often hidden under a little plastic cap you pop off. Pull that cap, press and hold the release inside with your key or a screwdriver. And you can shift the car into neutral, even with zero electrical power, so it can be pushed out of the way or loaded onto a truck. It's mentioned in a single line of your manual that nobody reads. Find that little cap near your shifter today, before the morning you actually need it. That's the button the other 99% will be standing there wishing they knew about. So now you know the secret buttons that separate the 1% from everyone else. And here's the real lesson: your car is smarter and more capable than your dealer ever bothered to show you. Every one of these is already built in, already paid for, just sitting there, waiting. So here's your homework. Go sit in your car today and find 3 of them: the recirculation button, the key-fob window trick, and that emergency shift lock release near your gear lever. Then come back and tell me in the comments which one you never knew existed. I read every single one. If even one of these saves you a tow bill, a foggy windshield, or a roasting hot seat, hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel. And subscribe, because next time I'm revealing the secret settings hidden in your car's menus that 99% of drivers never turn on. I'll see you in that one.